Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box also. That being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this piece of amber, little piece of me, then this is going to be your reading. I wish I could show you how beautiful it is. I wonder if that would help. Oh, it's a bit too bright. You see my little Tilly tarot cards there? That's from a beautiful friend at school. But there's, you can't see it, I'm not even going to worry about it. It is so beautiful, and you can see this like little insects trapped inside because it is, you know, millions of years old, the petrified tree sap. So it is, yeah, quite beautiful, and it's really, really light. So amber is a stone of healing and calming. It's a stone of gathering self-confidence as well, very much connected to sacral chakra, solar plexus as well. Yeah, really good stone for that calm healing and building up courage in a situation as well. So that might resonate with where you're at right now. Some of the signs in your reading we can see are Cancer, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Leo, Pisces, Capricorn, Libra and Taurus. So there's a lot of energies out on the table today. You've got, looks like you've got, yeah, major arcanas in every section of your reading as well. So it really talks about, while you are dealing with the details of life right now, there's something bigger going on, and you may really be sensing that big shift that's happening for you. So starting with the past energy as always, with the 9 of Wands, the Chariot, and the Knight of Swords. So when I look at these cards, first of all, I felt like, you know, well, look, you've been backed up against a wall or a tree in this example, and she's got the bandage on her head. So there's something really stressful. This is past energy that you've had to make a choice about. You've had to make a decision, and you've been maybe umming and ahhing about this decision for a long time in the past. You're wondering which way to go, right? What does it say? This way or that way. And but she's got a little companion strapped in. I really love that. Look at his little scarf and glasses. I hope that shows properly. And then we've got this Knight of Swords. So it could very well be that you've had to make a decision because somebody else has been very aggressive or abrupt with you, and or there's something about maybe their opinions are really strongly opinionated, or there's something here where you've just had to make a choice, and maybe you've made that choice quickly after not being able to decide for a while, or after a situation just pushing you up against a wall. So yeah, in the past energy, it shows that you've gained some sort of assertiveness in your energy and your mind, and you've just perhaps gone for it and made a quick judgment call, or made a choice to maybe cut someone out, or even deliver your truth to them. Now, I do feel like you may have been struggling emotionally with this situation, could be struggling mentally as well, but you've made a choice to sort of drive things forward in a particular way. And that may or may not have been helpful. It'll be different for everybody. But like for some of you, I kind of feel like maybe more chaos was created, but it is what it is, or it is where it's meant to be. There's something about this that's like, it's supposed to be this way. You needed to make a decision. So yeah, driving forward. And as we look into the week ahead, I'm going to say a little disclaimer this time, because there's been a lot of comments lately where people have said, I watched the reading earlier in the week and it didn't resonate with me, so I've gone away, and then such and such has happened, and here I've come back again because it turns out it was actually resonating. So this is week ahead energy, and so it may not resonate just yet, but later in the week you might find that it comes to pass, because there's enough comments being said around that over the last few weeks that I'm like, all right, I'm going to start speaking about that too, so people are aware that, you know, this is future energy. So and some of you may resonate like, no, I'm already aware of this, I'm moving through it now. But yeah, some people, yeah, whatever. Anyway, let's jump straight in to the current energy and then the week ahead. Current energy is the world. So this decision that you've maybe you've moved to a different place even. This could be the case here with the Knight of Chariot, Knight of Swords, the world, abrupt choices maybe. But yeah, you've decided to make a choice that's brought about some sort of closing of a cycle, and she looks refreshed. She's by the beach, her feet are in the water, she's casting that hat away with like this sense of, you know, carefree energy here. There's a banquet to enjoy, a cocktail, maybe you've gone on a holiday, or you're going on a holiday, or you're currently on a holiday, I don't know. There's something about what you're going through now is giving you this sense of renewal and a holiday, which is followed up by the Star card. So definitely a sense of renewal coming in for you this week, where you're going to be feeling more empowered, more confident. Exactly what the Amber has asked for you. The Amber is all about that calming, healing energy, but then it's also about gaining courage and self-confidence. And this Queen of Wands is a very self-confident queen. She's putting herself out there. She's maybe one of the more extroverted queens who's not afraid to be heard or not afraid to be seen. You may be going through a bit of a glow up or a change of your style. You might be enjoying things like that. You might be also, this is like a bit of an esoteric queen. You might be reading the stars, doing star readings for people. You might be a reader yourself, or you might be doing anything along the lines of leadership. And just positive growth. There's all this beautiful orange around her, also the red as well. So feeling very grounded in this new approach I'm hearing. So maybe it's a new approach that you've got to a situation, or just life in general. But these are really strong cards to start out your week. Now, as we progress into the week ahead, we have got the Eight of Wands, the Temperance, and then the Ten of Pentacles. So the Eight of Wands is a little bit overwhelmed. So I feel like there will be a test coming this week, where at 1 minute you're even with the dragon there, it's almost like you're ready for this test anyway. You've probably been preparing for something to come around, or someone to come back around, or there to be maybe a difficult conversation or a change in circumstances where you need to handle it, you need to deal with it, you need to confront it maybe. But with balance and with peace in your heart. So with the Eight of Wands, she's trying to navigate a tornado by the looks of this, and she does look a little bit out of her depth in a sense, but she's not. She's got what it takes. So whatever does come up for this week for you that causes a bit of storm, that ruffles maybe some feathers, just stay grounded, stay balanced. Don't dive too deep into whatever it is. You see here with the balance, she's got like screen time, but there's nature on that screen. We've got cupcakes and carrots. We've got a martini, but we've also got lemon water, screen time and a book I can see. So like, really be balanced in your activities, what you're consuming and what you're doing. So being aware of not too much of any one thing. I'm just getting a gym message actually with the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Maybe you're starting gym this week, or maybe it's something you haven't done in a while, you want to pick it up again, or there's something about moving your body on just like this excess energy that helps you feel good, or doing something that helps you feel good. So yeah, there's definitely like when I see this, the reason you handle yourself so well in this situation, it could be a difficult challenge with a person, the Eight of Wands, only because of that tornado, right? But the cards all around it show me that you are like, look, she's got one eye open here as well. Like, you are aware of maybe this person or this situation. Like I feel like you see through it, or you see through them. And it makes it so you don't engage in a way that is unbecoming for you and the outcome that you want, because the Ten of Pentacles is here in the end of your week. So it's like you're thinking long term, and you're thinking about how you want to show up and how you handle things in a long term sense. So I really do feel like this is a very positive week for you. While there may be some emotions and a little bit of overwhelm that comes up here and there, you're going to flow like water. Beautiful card. There's a few oracles here that talk about emotions, but there's also a lot of cards that talk about your capacity to handle those emotions and to remain positive and remain balanced. So this is a good week for you. You've come out of something like that's quite challenging, obviously, with the Nine of Wands being here, having to defend yourself, feeling wounded by the past and just exhausted, not even wanting to deal with it, that type of feeling. having no choice but to deal with it though, and the way you handle it is beautiful. So in the area of challenge, we've got the High Priestess, the King of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Strong Pisces energy here. You may be dealing with a Pisces. Just because this is a King of Cups, it doesn't mean that it is a male or masculine. It can be anybody, but so this King of Cups might be challenging you. This could be also someone from your past that you're wondering, like, do they regret how they treated you, or do they miss you, or like where are they at since things have ended with the Ten of Swords here. This could also be something that someone you are ending something with at this time or during this week, and you may also feel like having the the High Priestess in your challenge area, you may be feeling disconnected from your intuition, or that uncertain. Maybe you've been watching readings and getting mixed messages, so you're not so sure. And if that's the case, then I'd say definitely unplug from those and meditate and have it, like, write down maybe some pros and cons, or write down a love letter to yourself to give a bit of insight into how you're feeling about a situation. Or don't forget to add a lot of positive things in there in that letter, if you do write a letter to yourself, about how far you've come, or like really validating some of the things you're going through right now, because that can give really clean insight into what it is you want. And it's very clear here that you need to have clear intentions with whatever you're dealing with, or whoever you're dealing with, about knowing what you want and knowing what you don't want. So the challenge might be going through and ending. For some of you as well, because there's a card of marigold in your reading, this is a flower that's sometimes given when somebody has got a loved one who's passed away. And we do have the Ten of Swords here. So for some of you, and if that is you, my condolences and heart goes out to you, absolutely. If this is somebody who's missing somebody who has passed on, and that might be a challenge as well. Maybe you're looking for a good mediumship reader. If that's you looking for that person, I highly recommend a good friend of mine, Nikki Psychic Medium. If you want her link to her page, let me know, and I will just comment below, and I will send a link to her Facebook page, and you can message her on there. She's got Instagram and YouTube as well, but she doesn't do too much YouTube, just every now and then. She also does a lot of live readings that are just, watching those are so beautiful, because the person getting that mediumship message is, you can just feel the audience feeling the reading and the healing and the person, and just, it's quite profound. She is absolutely gifted and beautiful. So do let me know if that is for you, that you feel you'd like a mediumship message from this person that has passed on, if that is for you. Now, back to other messages about this King of Cups energy. You could be dealing with, this can be emotional manipulation. It can be all sorts of things. You will know what and who this King of Cups energy is for you. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a male. It can be a feminine energy you're dealing with as well. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but Pisces is strong with the High Priestess next to it. And yeah, just dealing with this ending, and like there's this person running away from the damage that has been done. So, right. So in the area of what will help with this challenge, first we have the Nine of Swords, and you can't help but notice this beautiful sunrise in the background and the bird looking out, but she's still quite hurt by something that has happened, and maybe losing sleep. It is a card of losing sleep, and we've got a dream catcher here, so maybe there's a bit of like message and symbolism within your dreams at the moment. Just finding it really hard to cope with those really deep emotions, and you have got the card of emotions, and it is about having, there's a lot of depth in the water she's in. It's quite dark down here, so yeah, you might be sort of at times feeling like you're drowning in the depths of your own emotions, but this is in the area of what will help with the challenge. And you also do have the tea leaf card, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start, and that's the sunrise. And we've got this beautiful sunrise here, so focusing on the new beginning, the fresh start for you is going to be what helps you with your challenge. What else is here is the Page of Wands and the Magician, all in this area. So the Page of Wands, you can see like here's a winding path ahead, and there's different characters to meet along the way. We've got a little salamander and a pussycat. So she's traveling light, but she's open and curious to this new adventure that's here for her, and all that she's going to master and learn about herself, and her talents and abilities along the way, with the Magician being here. So this is definitely some encouragement to try your best to release the emotional attachment to this pain or this past, and look forward to a bright future or new adventures, and not afraid to be a beginner here, or not afraid to try new things, because it will lead you to some level of mastery, and understanding that you have got all the resources required to take up any new adventures. You've got what it takes. Now I'm just going to grab the underlying energy because I'm so close to it. It is the Capricorn energy of the devil. So you may be dealing with manipulation, addiction, obsession, attachment, toxicity. This is a lot of those sort of things. So this is the underlying energy of your reading, and to see your week ahead, like you're struggling in the past, but your week ahead is very self-empowering. It shows that it's like this is something that's a theme for you to overcome right now. In the area of what you don't see coming, we have got the Hierophant, the Six of Cups, the Seven of Cups. For some of you, somebody is returning from the past and may create a lot of confusion for you, but that's okay. You're going to know what to do, because you're going to learn from the past and actually act on the wisdom you know. Sometimes I like to see this Hierophant as a message of, like, it's good to have all of this knowledge and wisdom, but have you got the wisdom to apply it to this situation? And that's what's required when we see the Hierophant, is actually walking the talk. So if there is something that you feel pulls on your heartstrings, I feel like it's important to use that solid advice you know to stay strong and make clear decisions. You may feel overwhelmed for choice and not sure what to do. I do get the feeling that it's something, the Tower, like it's something you maybe ought to leave behind. Strength, the Tower and Strength, two major arcanas. So there's definitely something coming your way this week to review from the past. It doesn't have to be a person from the past, but there is definitely some past wounds or something to do with, maybe we've actually got the card Connect with your ancestry. So this could be childhood wounds or ancestral wounds that are yours to confront in this life. Yours to heal, yours to transmute. There's definitely multiple things that this could be for you of what you don't see coming, but there's stuff propping up. So some of this can also do with your kids or your kids at school. Their schooling structure, I can see, could be a possibility here. Maybe you're like trying to choose what's the right school for them, or maybe you're thinking about homeschooling. Or like maybe it's extracurricular activities for your children. There's so much that could be here, but what you don't see coming is a review of something of the past, and likely to do with family or childhood, or even the religion or spirituality, the teachings you grew up with. They could be something that you're reviewing right now. Maybe you're changing your beliefs in certain areas. But there's, with this Seven of Cups, I wanted confirmation. I got the Tower and then Strength. So, and even that, like, I should have shown you, because the Tower is blown up, but she is confident in how she handled it. And the Strength card shows that ability to overcome the lower nature and handle something in a way that is courageous, bringing us back to the amber of your reading. So in the outcome for the tarot, you've got the Judgment, perfect first card, especially when you've come off a card of almost confusion and overwhelm, and feeling like you've got this pressure to make a decision, but you're not so sure what choice to make. Then ground yourself, come out of the emotional attachment. Maybe again, writing a letter. I keep getting something about writing things is going to be beneficial for you, whether it's a letter or a pros or cons list, or a priorities list, like writing down what are your priorities in life, in the bigger picture, or your day-to-day, whatever it is for you. You're going to have this knowing, or this understanding, this awakening come in. It's in your outcome. And she's skipping to a merry tune on her way. So it's like, you're going to be happy with what you chose. And like, even if it's a hard choice to make, the butterfly here as well shows that you are choosing that transformation. It really emphasizes the fact that it's the Judgment card. You've got the Page of Swords here and the Six of Swords as well. You might be like letting go of this. So some of you might have an obsession with knowing about someone from the past or a situation, how it's going to work out or something here. But you may be like letting that go. That might be like, you might be realizing unplugging from certain people and situations is what you need to elevate to the next level, and to welcome in new experiences. For others of you, that this is a message that, yeah, there's going to be like this knowing of what it is you need to be curious about, where you need to investigate, and what you need to learn, because this is a studious learner. We've got books down on the floor. This is somebody who is very inquisitive, who and even with the Knight of Swords in your energy, you're probably someone who likes to know and likes to find out a lot of, learn a lot of different things, and likes to know the ins and outs of a situation. We know the expression there, something about a duck. But so the Six of Swords though is like, it's definitely that card of letting go of the attachment and traveling light, letting go of mental baggage and letting go of emotional baggage, and being more intentional maybe with what it is you spend your energy and your thoughts on, and having this realization of what's important. So that's a really nice, I think it's a nice shift of energy considering the past energy that's being read here. So you are leveling up, and there's a lot around you to support you in that process. So in your oracle cards, you have the card Intention, and this is a kind of like rings on what we've just spoken about like being clear on what it is you want and what it is you don't want. Because, you know, where attention goes, energy flows. Your thoughts do create your reality. Being mindful of any negativity, or like focusing on negative situations in your life, like pulling back from that and readjusting your focus point to something more beautiful in your intentions, and being clear about what you want. You also had that emotion card we pulled up before, all about you know, letting yourself feel your emotions and not suppressing them, which is interesting because the next card from another deck was Exalted Moon, self-regulation. So it's like you, and even in these cards in the week ahead, you can see that you're managing to handle something that's might be a little tricky to navigate, but it's very empowering that you handle it in the way that you choose to. The full moon here makes me feel like something might be illuminated, or like, you know, you're becoming more aware of something, there's a culmination here. It sits under the World card as well. There's a beautiful rainbow here as well. So it's like really is focusing on the positive after a storm. Let's have a little look-see at the book. So it says here, a pool of suppressed emotions lies trapped within you, and it is time to release them. There's no need to worry, you can do this safely. It is beneficial for you to express your feelings. Allow them to surface. I'm just getting dancing is going to be great for that. I say it all the time, but just put on some music and let your body speak. No judgment, just do it. Okay. Allow them to surface. It's okay for you to open your heart. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. The best medicine is to empty yourself of everything. This is a time for healing old wounds, a time for renewal, a time for profound and positive transformation. The raging sea of emotions will soon abate, and love will fill your heart. Courage, strength, and patience are required. I see that in the Temperance card too, like you're needing to hold back from something and control yourself in a situation this week. You are supported by the sea of divine light that surrounds you. The current events are being driven by invisible wheels of love, and you are immersed in a great ocean of light. Now that makes sense for each section having a major arcana or two as well, and then the underlying energy being a major arcana, because that is the current events being driven by an invisible wheel of love. The affirmations of this card are: a great and positive transformation is occurring in my life. You may like to say that on repeat as you're driving. It is safe for me to be in touch with my emotions, and it is safe for me to express my feelings. So we had that self-regulation card. We'll have a little squiz at what it might say. So in this situation you're asking about, your superpower is that you can regulate your emotions. That doesn't mean suppressing them. It means that you can feel all of your feelings and process them and let them move through you. You can just be. This gives you power. Remember, as within, so without. In other words, when you're feeling Filled with tumultuous inner emotions, your external life is likely to reflect that. However, pulling this card suggests that no matter what you've been through, being at peace with your feelings is the key to success. Even if your feelings are intense, breathe through them so that they don't cause outward turbulence. That is your magic. Think of yourself as a sorceress or sorcerer and stay centered now. You so are. You're the queen of damn wands in the middle of your week. That is sorceress vibes. For the best results, bring compassion, empathy, and unconditional love to your current situation. You have all that you need to sort this situation out. In fact, you may even have the upper hand, and I believe you do. However, you need to use this advantage wisely. Yes, right? You may need to take the emotional lead, be a good example for others. Additional meanings for this card are keeping your feet on the ground. She actually has one foot on the ground here, I'm noticing. One eye open, keeping an eye on things. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, maybe, who knows. Ask what would nourish me in this situation. Emotional honesty is called for. Allow someone else to express their emotions. Slow and steady wins the race. It says, in astrology, the moon is all about feelings and it is said to be exalted or in great shape in the sign of Taurus. That is a very nurturing place for the moon to be. So you also have the card Positivity with Marigold. We did speak on that before. And as I said, it can be a message of, often we give, or in different cultures, people give marigolds to people who have lost a loved one. So that may be the message for some of you. Of course, not all of you, but it is a card of positivity. And just that dream catcher there, the sun there, the vibrancy of this card, the Leo symbol. It's definitely, even though that's an air symbol there, is that Leo? That must be Leo. It looks like Leo. Anyway, let's have a looky. Yeah, it says Leo here, but it is air, right? Let me see. Yeah, that's air. Anyway, Leo is fire for those that aren't aware, but it says flowers make people better, happier, and more helpful. They are sunshine, food, and medicine to the soul. A better understanding is indicated and a reason to be more optimistic about outcomes and the roads to get there. There are opportunities for nurturing encounters and a general aura of happiness pervades. Marigold helps us focus on positive aspects of even the most difficult events. Your inner child may need to come out for a play and be sure to take creative invitations. Be wary of not having all the facts and emotional blockages. That's what we spoke about with the Seven of Cups. And not being afraid to let things crumble if they need to, because we saw the Tower and the strength, having the strength to confront things so that they, fall away to make room for what is meant to be, something more solid for yourself. So we already saw that card connect with your ancestors and flow like water, allowing let those emotions flow. Don't suppress them. That's why dance is so fantastic. It can really dislodge any stuffed emotions, things that have been stuffed down, things that are stagnant. But there's so many other practices that are good for that as well. You might like to try like Tai Chi or Qigong or meditation or yoga or painting or writing or whatever it is. Like there's so many things that help express that which is entrapped within. And then we have some tea leaf oracles to finish your reading. So basket, recognition and merit, reward for merit. So definitely an abundance around you, abundance of opportunity, new opportunities, new ventures, a fresh start with sunrise. You have the camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. I'm just being reminded of the camel having all of their water they need to take a really long journey. So I feel like it shows that you have what you need inside of you to persevere through whatever problems are arising. And then we had Cain with pay attention to your health. Definitely, that's probably why we got the that moderation card with temperance, and then a message about exercise or the gym or whatever it is you're doing that helps you like feel better, and there's a lot of movement there. So yeah, some nice messages for group 1. All right, I hope that reading has resonated with you and brought you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance in this situation. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box below, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye group 1. Hey group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this beautiful piece of aquamarine, then this one is for you. It's such a lovely piece. It's very oceany there, isn't it? So aquamarine, I have a little bit written down here about it being very supportive for alleviating sinuses, sinus issues, hay fever, respiratory issues, things like bronchitis. So maybe some of you might be under the weather a little bit. That could be a message for you. Also a good stone for building love in relationships rather than lust. So that might be resonating for some of you as well, where you might be looking at, maybe putting yourself out there again if you're a single person and wanting to build a relationship off of genuine love and connection rather than, some of that lusty stuff that can go around in the dating world these days, right? Some of that fast-paced stuff. Maybe you're wanting to take things slower and build something more nurturing and with a stronger foundation for yourself. Also a stone of calming and healing, of course. Anything I've missed there? No. Various allergies, it's written there as well, so allergies might be something that you are working on at this time. So group 2, some of the energies in your reading I can see are Libra, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo and Pisces here. Leo's up there as well. So yeah, they may be energies you're dealing with, doesn't matter too much. And just gonna check. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start with the past energy as we do, and then look at the week ahead. And I'm gonna say a little disclaimer I said in group 1, because I've noticed over the last few weeks there's been a lot of the same comment coming through from people, which is fine, it's wonderful. That people have been watching a reading from me and then they've decided, oh, that doesn't really resonate with me, so they've clicked off and gone away, and then their week has unfolded and it's happened that they've come back because they wanted to listen to it again, because it turns out that what was being spoken in the week ahead energy did actually come to pass and they didn't think that it would. So that disclaimer that in my spreads I do have the past energy, we have the look ahead into the week ahead energy, so that hasn't really played out yet, so some of it may not resonate yet, but it's likely that it will later. And then we have our challenge, what will help with the challenge. We've got what you don't see coming, and then we've got the outcome, and then of course all the oracle cards that sort of trickle in and complement the reading as well. So if you do find that the future energy sometimes isn't resonating with you at this time, well, there's a whole week to come, and that's what we're looking at with that week ahead. So I actually enjoy seeing those messages, because it's another confirmation that sometimes maybe those messages that are harder to hear or harder to even deliver are worth doing, because it's the truth and it's what unfolds. So I enjoy it, and I enjoy seeing those comments. It's pretty good. So anyway, starting your reading with the past energy, and what we have here is, first of all, the 10 of Swords. We've also got Justice and the 5 of Wands. I was actually going to say we've got Libra, so maybe in the past you're dealing with a Libra or Libra energy, but anyway. Now the 10 of Swords here is a bit of a brutal image in this particular depiction. So maybe what you've been through in the past recently, distant past, who knows, has been really brutal on you, where there's no life left, and as you can see, the spirit is leaving the body here, so it's almost like not wanting to be here anymore. Maybe that's a message for some of you, and if it is, I do urge you to get any support required for you to come back to life and live the journey you were put here for, I guess. But anyway, this message could also be that of a past loved one as well. There was a similar message in group 1 about that too. So, we do see the death here, or it could be the ending of a relationship or a situation in your life that has been perhaps quite brutal to maybe accept or move through. We've got next Libra energy with the scales here balancing out. So it's something here has There's been some sort of repercussions perhaps from an ending, like there's been like a quick action or a decision made. It's actually quite similar to group 1 in that, but you know, you may be drawn to both, or perhaps not. I'm just noticing these little clown fish, like, and this is in the middle of the anemone. Anemone is not the enemy. It's a cute little book. You probably might not have heard of that one, but anyway. So I'm seeing like a bit of a labyrinth here as well. So it's like quite the journey of to protect yourself. Maybe for some people, this could be like applying for police protection if that's what has been required. Of course, that's not going to be for everyone. Just seeing that it's in the anemone here, and their little clown fishies swimming around because that's their native home. Yeah, there's definitely been like a weighing up of information here perhaps as well, like really learning the truth about a situation. That could be the case, or something like because of an ending there's been like some truth revealed, or like you finally seeing the truth of a person maybe, or in a situation. This can also be like applying for legal support, or support from certain agencies, and support from maybe governing bodies or something that helps you with this ending or move through this ending. What else did I get? I got something else when I actually pulled the cards, but I can't remember it right now, and it was to do with the Justice card. Maybe I can get a confirmation to help me with that. On the bottom deck energy though, we have got this King of Swords, and this is again, I'm getting the word brutal, right? There's all this stormy cold air, and it's not unlike this King of Swords here, or sorry, Ten of Swords here. So you may be dealing with someone who's very cold, or yeah, somebody who is like quite sharp with their words, not very compassionate or soft with their words at all. There's no warmth in that person or that situation there. So what am I getting? What was it about the Justice card that I... There's a few there, but they're all face down. I'm just going to take the ones that are face up, which is the Three of Cups. And this is a celebration here. So, and then death. We've already got death there with the ending. Page of Cups is now on the bottom. So this could have been a surprise, this situation, but it's something to celebrate. This change is something to celebrate. With the Justice being here, like something is evened out for you. There's been like a restoration of balance, but it's also caused, what the next card was, the Five of Wands. So yeah, there's like this, whatever this situation is, it's certainly not over for you, but there has been some sort of restoration of balance, or things like evening out for you in some way. There's some sort of repercussions or consequences delivered in this situation. Which, yeah, have definitely caused conflict. That could be internal conflict or conflict with numerous people. You could feel like you've got a lot of people up against you at the moment, or just dealing with, yeah, challenge. Now the Death card here, if you can see the tiny little kittens there, I'm letting them roam around. And they're just too cute. I don't know if you can hear the little meow. They can't even meow properly yet. They're only 6 weeks old. If they come close enough, I'll hold them up for a little hello, but they've got little food on their little faces because they like just plonk in their food and can't quite eat well yet. They need another bath. They need a regular bath, like twice a week. Anyway, which is cute within itself. It's like, okay. And I've got little Tilly here on my lap, so she may pop up and say hello. Hey, darling. She's taking them under her wing really well. Like, she's teaching them how to play fight. Just that's a new development. At first they couldn't really do that when we got them over a week ago, and so now they're starting to actually like play fight and bop each other on the head, and it's just the cutest. All right, sorry, back to your reading now. We've got death here, and with this particular death card, she's like, she's rescuing a pelican, and looks like a turtle. There's a dugong or a seal, not a seal, a dugong, I'd say. And rescue them from some oil spill or a slick here. There's an oil slick all over them. So there's a need to really cleanse yourself. And there's actually a few messages around that as well in your oracle. about cleansing yourself from the remnants of this situation, because it does have a profound impact on you. But with the Three of Cups here, you've got really good friends that have been, hello Tilly, that have been really supportive of you, or there's something about the change in this situation, although it's challenging, that like it's worth celebrating at the same time, because it's for some reason a great milestone for you. It heralds a change of season, or a change that maybe it's been really hard for you to come through a situation and seek help, or to make a certain move, and now that you've done that, it's like you've got people in your corner and supporting you and helping you. But there is a need to definitely cleanse with that particular death card being there. So as we progress into the week ahead, one message I got here, first of all, and not for everyone, of course. First, you have the Hierophant and the Devil. Now, see how she's signing something here, and then she's trapped in a cage with the coins and stuff on the outside. Now, this is not for everyone, but financially, if anyone is thinking of signing any contracts, we got Mercury retrograde right now, so there's that. But we've also, like, this is, no, don't tangle in my cord. Oops. It's okay, Tilly. What was I saying? Yeah, so I did feel like for some of you being very careful of signing any financial contracts, 11/11 at the time of recording there, because it may entrap you later on. Just being careful if you're like going for a loan with really high interest rates or something like that. Just maybe hold off and do your research. And this is not for everyone, but it's definitely a message for someone. Just be mindful of what you're signing at this time. So what I can also see here, we've got this Ace of Swords next as well. So some of you, like especially if you're applying for some legal support or something with the Justice being here and the Hierophant, like you may have been stuck in a situation where it's time for you to use your power on the supporting power of these agencies or whoever it is to or the wisdom of the Hierophant as well, to set yourself free and see this truth and maybe even speak your truth. So this is the future energy of the week ahead. So there's going to be something like the truth maybe opening things up in this situation, or you're going to get more clarity around some sort of attachment. Now this card here can be, the Devil is about like, well, she's stuck in a cage, as you can see. She's a mermaid, she's stuck in the cage on the land, so she can't even put herself back in the water where she belongs, but her tail fin is in the water just enough to perhaps keep her alive. So it's almost like you're just hanging on by a tether in a situation. But this sword here, even with the rope over the sword, it's almost like there's something being held back, or like there's such a sense of entrapment here. So please be mindful of anything that can lead to entrapment this week. But Ace of Swords generally is also talking about like the truth and clarity and seeing things for what they are and being able to speak up. Very much that clear mind and insight sort of card. So you may be delivering a letter or receiving a letter from somebody today maybe it is today. I did not mean to say today. This week or something here, because it is the week ahead. Could very well be today. You might be writing a letter or receiving a letter, and it may be like, maybe someone you know is going through this situation where they feel trapped, or there's a need to set self free and cleanse and release. There's very much that Death card, the oil, like setting yourself free, and by maybe speaking up and using your voice, saying what it is that you want, leaning into the wisdom that you have here. The Hierophant can very much be about like having the knowledge, but then you're also needing to act upon that knowledge. Further into your week ahead, you have got the Seven of Cups and then the Tower. I'll pull that up in a moment. Start with these two first. And just see that Ariel, when she's singing about the thingamabobs, with all her treasures from the land. She's got a pearl in her hand, but you see there's an eel there, and there's octopus tentacles, seaweed, there's crystals, there's coins, there's bubbles. Like this is like a situation, right, that you are not sure how to handle potentially this week. So the Tower is here. There may be something abrupt coming up for you this week that, the confusion is a bit before that. So being really careful with your choices this week, or what you're choosing to connect with or give your power to, or who you're choosing to connect with. I feel like for a lot of you, this is a situation where you do just need to trust in this challenge. And if there is a tower falling, that it's meant to fall, and maybe you're even wanting it to fall. Chances are you are wanting it to fall, and you're already doing what's required to protect yourself from any collateral damage. There's definitely that sense of overwhelm though with the Seven of Cups. Some of these cards are quite actually similar to what came up in group 1, so you might have messages there, or you could have come from over there. But there's, Seven of Cups is like feeling like quite overwhelmed and not knowing which way to turn or which thing to choose, what's the right path for me, because there is a tower moment happening. So But the great news is, after this tower moment, we've got the Six of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, and it just shows that no matter what's going on, you've got a lot of support around you. Like the Three of Cups, we were reminded of the friends you've got with you that have been with you in the past in this situation. Well, you've also got community support here as well, and a change of a tide, like a change of events here. Oh, they're so cute. Here's little... Oh, don't jump that far. Never mind. They'll be fine. They've got to work it out. All right. So, yes. And there's this three friends here again. So it could be the same friends that are around you supporting you. But I'm also like, Six of Pentacles is generosity. And it's charity. It's benevolence. It's kindness. It's an equal give and take. It's reciprocity in your connections. So there's definitely like, whatever you're moving through at the moment, it looks like a pretty big challenge, but you've got a lot of support. You've got a lot of good people around you, or you've got and you can lean into that. And I encourage you to accept any help that you're offered, and to lean into the supports that are available to you, or that are going to become available to you later in the week. The Wheel of Fortune here definitely shows that there is an opportunity for good fortune, a change of energy, something blessed to come in for you. Let's actually have a little look at that too. I feel like let's have a look at the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, so we got the Knight of Pentacles here. I see the Lovers on the bottom of the deck there. That's Gemini energy over there. Are you coming to say hello? Come on, come on. Oh, he's a little Bobby. Come here. He's got a little bit of a grubby face though, because he needs to have a little bath. And he gets his food all over his face, but they're so tiny. He has a little sister, and she's around somewhere. But it'll be bath time for you soon, won't it, mister? You go back down there. They're so hard to name. Like, we've called them Pip and Squeak because they're little pipsqueaks, but I just call them little baby kittens. Little baby kitten. And they seem to come to that quite well, because whoever's going to adopt them is going to want to name them. So, I don't really want to attach a name. It feels strange to do that, because they're going to be someone's beautiful little baby one day soon. Anyway, back to your reading. Sorry for all the distractions. Maybe you've got distractions, If they're cute, fluffy kittens like that, then I don't blame you, right? But anyway, Knight of Pentacles was the confirmation card for the Wheel of Fortune. So things are moving forward in a very slow manner. You can see that things are slow. This is not something that's going to rush, but she's taking notes and she's got armor on. She's prepared. So I think like you will be very prepared for dealing with the changes that are coming for you after this tower moment, after all of this is unfolding. Like, you're more than capable. It's just not a quick journey. If you hear crystals and stuff crashing, you're gonna know why. He's going through the shelf that has crystals all over it. She's so cute. Queen of Swords now on a little split too, like being very discerning and sharp with your boundaries. Being very strong, sticking to your guns, sticking to your truth, protecting yourself where necessary in the situation too. So in the area of challenge, we have the Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Eight of Wands. Okie doke. So first of all, in the area of challenge, it's just like protecting your energy and saving your money as well. Four of Pentacles can be about being a little bit stringent with your money and saving or keeping your plans, you know, on close to your chest, that type of thing. It's quite a beautiful Four of Pentacles. What do you need? He's the one called Squeak because he's squeaking all the time, as you can hear. He's climbing my leg with his little claws. The other one is Pip because she's a sweet little Pip. But anyway, you're on my lap now. Behave yourself. Go to sleep. Okay, so Four of Pentacles, the challenge, the Seven of Swords. You might be like, the challenge might be just like protecting your energy from shady people or situations that are like manipulative or misleading in some way, because the Seven of Swords can definitely be about betrayal, lies, slander, I heard. So maybe you're dealing with slander and trying to protect yourself or your reputation. Someone who might be trying to gaslight or paint the situation in a different light than it actually is the truth. Eight of Wands here, we've got a volcanic eruption and she's reaching up for one of those wands. So like lots of different information, explosive information potentially could be something that you're finding challenging this week. Yeah, people's lies, trying to protect yourself, or other people not giving you the information that you need as well. What will help with this challenge is the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and Strength. Look at this, she actually sets herself free in the Strength card. I love that. Four of Wands, well, we've got a beautiful couple here that are almost protected on the beach by the reefs that they've set around them. So I'm getting like protection around your home, like something in all four corners here. But because this is a card of the home space and having a beautiful home, enjoying your home. It's also a card of, you know, spiritual soulmates. That might be something like maybe it's to do with like attracting or nurturing connections that are spiritually aligned and going to be like quite wholesome and nurturing for you. But typically it is a card of the home space. Why are you too cute? You know, the little thing where they just do everything and it's adorable. Anyway, gardening as well, I can often see this card as gardening, and I just felt that then. So maybe it's something to do with gardening or putting some plants in the home, like bringing a bit of freshness into the home. The Eight of Pentacles is about paid work. It's also about developing skills and like stepping up to something you maybe not the best at, but you got to keep trying and you'll only get better. And it's also a card of not being distracted or worried about what other people are up to, but just staying in your own lane and staying focused. And then we've got Strength here, which is setting free a whale. So having, you know, the strength and the courage to maybe set yourself free from maybe even this cage that you might land in or already may find yourself in with the Devil card there. You may have signed something that makes you feel stuck, but you realize there's an opportunity to get out of that. Maybe that could be the potential. Stop being so cute. He's just like laying there with his little paws up. Hi, you little fluff ball. Yes. All right, back down there. Okay, so in the area of what you don't see coming, we have the High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So what you don't see coming is what you don't see coming. This is a card of mystery, right? Secrets, the unknown. It is your intuition. So some of the things that are coming your way need to remain a mystery, but they are positive things because we have the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles here. So I feel like this is saying that there's like a spiritual assistance coming your way or already here around you, wanting you to engage with it and work with it, which makes sense because you've got the card Sweet Corn Ritual here. We'll get to that soon. But what you don't see coming is a renewal in love or potentially a new love. This could be a beautiful friendship. It could be a connection that blossoms into a romantic connection. Everyone will be different, but yeah, there's definitely a fresh energy in the emotions coming in that you don't see coming. And also this could be someone else, and I kind of actually feel like for many of you it is someone else, but I also want to read this as your energy too, because it could be both or either. But this Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is a provider, and they've got the capability and the capacity and the resource to be able to get it all done. So they may work, they may, raise children, they may volunteer some time, they may be saving up for a holiday or things. It's like somebody who's really capable at nurturing and looking after their own people, their own life, their own body. So, and this could be someone coming in to help you who may have like the resources to support you, or this could be someone who helps you find this within yourself. But there's definitely like a spiritual blessing coming your way that is full of love and full of support, and potentially financial assistance as well, with the Queen of Pentacles being there. Or it could also be you growing in these ways. You didn't see that coming from the situation. So maybe something that like once was, you thought was like a catastrophe or something that's not working out, ends up swinging around in your favor and putting you in a better position in the end anyway. So in the area of outcome, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Very empowering cards here. Leaving behind empty battlefields, right? The Five of Swords, like you just disengage from something. This is always a hollow victory card. Nobody really wins in this situation, and everyone gets a little wounded. You may feel like one person got the upper hand, but truly, I don't know if anyone really did in this situation. The Ten of Pentacles is here because you're thinking more about long term, moving away. This person's got a cut on their hand as well. So yeah, there's definitely a wound from this situation. It could come from a family or like something that you were involved in long term. But with the Queen of Wands here, it's like you are forging your own path. You're liberating yourself, you're being a leader in your own life, and you're empowering yourself out of a situation that, may potentially harm you or already has harmed you, and you're rising up better and stronger as a result. Like, look at the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. These could be you and a friend who's with you, especially given that you've got the teapot with deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So you already know who that good friend is if you are connecting to that message, but definitely someone that's worth like really holding a little closer. I'm just seeing someone just really a tight hug between two close friends. So that's beautiful if that's a message for you. But you could also be your own friend in this situation and empowering yourself, or like, yeah, utilizing information you got from friends to empower you. But I see you coming out on top in this situation, regardless of the Tower that's here in your week ahead, and the Seven of Cups confusion and the Devil entrapment. Like, you've got support, you've got dedication and focus with the Knight of Pentacles. She's writing a list, she's looking to the future. She's not like missing any notes. She's going to make sure she gets this right. She's doing what's required. And she's got the protection on. She's got the coin belt, the coin purse at her belt, so she's got enough resource. Maybe she does need to save a little bit, or you might be starting a new job to help fund something. Anyway, into the oracle cards for your reading. The first card you have is Trust, but from the same deck I got two, and it was Seasons of the Heart. And can you see how this is like the same body language in both cards, where she's sort of like wrapping her arms around her solar plexus because maybe she's doubting the situation or feeling like self-protective or just not so sure. We'll read both of these cards. So starting with Trust. The lady featured on this card seems to be troubled and a little unsure of things. Water represents rising emotions. She senses that a change is looming, but she is not sure what changes will occur and how they will affect her. The white dove signifies a universal spirit, which brings good news. That's the Wheel of Fortune, right? There's good news that comes from something that Anyway, behind everything there is a single unifying force, which is unfathomable and unknowable. You, our world, and the entire cosmos are governed by the same universal energy. This energy which is the essence of all creation and life, also governs all change. Your life, like all of life, is forever changing and evolving. It is pointless to try to resist change, for it is the way of nature. In order to move forward, you must be willing to surrender to the universal energy of love. Trust and allow it to guide you in the knowing that you have placed your trust in the greatest power there is, Within you, the power of the entire universe exists, a power full and infinite creativity. Be bold and strong, for you are your creator of your own destiny. Look inside and you will find everything you need there. Just follow your heart and know what feels right is right. And it says, trust the seasons of the heart. So also trust what you're going through internally. But let's have a look at seasons of the heart. Accept the changing seasons of life. There is no need to fear. Your life is simply evolving in accordance with the will of nature and the divine will of your soul. Trust in life's flow and know that the universe is a loving and benevolent force. Like nature, your life is a continuous cycle of change. Every season, though different, holds its own particular beauty. Each season has its challenges and blessings, its good times and its sad times. This is simply the way of life. At times, we may be required to let something go. At such times, surrender whatever it is with grace and trust, for nothing is ever truly lost. All exists eternally within our heart, and our heart, which is our true essence, is immortal and eternal. Life is a continuous cycle of change that unfolds. There is nothing you need to do except trust, the card before, and know that all is unfolding through love and for your highest good. The affirmations for this card are, I accept the changing nature of and seasons of life. I trust that all is a blessing. All is held eternally within my heart. So that's interesting. Both cards talked about trusting this change. Like all of the cards really show that, although you may not see the path ahead, you will be blessed by these changes. See, Two of Swords, uncertainty, and the Hermit needing to go within to find these answers and to find that trust. In your next card, you've got the card Cleansing Moonrise, and we've got a full moon here and a rainbow, really talking about like the rainbow after a storm, but I think it's also obviously that card of cleansing and letting go. So this card suggests you've been through a very difficult situation from which you're finally now emerging. Even though you're nearing the end of this challenging period of your life, or perhaps you're already there, you still have energetic cords and attachments that you need to clear from your life. Think of them as energetic debris, like the card with the death and the oil slick, that needs to be washed away by time and intention. Just as we can see the moon rise nearly every night in the skies, so you too are nearly always able to process upsets with some effort. You need to carry out this cleansing of your body, mind, and spirit, or you risk remaining stuck in the past. Sit under the moon's beams and ask her to cleanse you. Ask Archangel Michael to cut your cords to your past. Take your regular salt baths. Most importantly, set intention that you're cleansing yourself of the past so that you may face a happier present and a brighter future. Once you've cleansed, you can start over in a way you may not have even believed possible. How cleansing is a salt bath? Like, what a reset. Something in this situation needs to be cleared. Use sage to clear your home. You are emerging cleansed. Integrity and truth will win the day. Be kind, but also be very honest. Yeah, I missed it. All right. Then you have the card Ritual. This is an earth card, but we've got the glyph of Leo there. So we'll have a little squiz at what this has to tell us. Though there may be unknown forces surrounding you and working for you, you are being prompted to join in through the dedicated study and physical action. Beneficial esoteric teachings are worthwhile pursuing, and a deeper connection with another is being forged, perhaps without you even realizing it. Be careful of secrets and confidential knowledge that may cause harm. That's interesting because he had the card about a deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Although they don't have to be, it could just be about deep friendship. So there's offerings, fertility, return, divination, and luck attached to this card, associated with Leo. Okay. Definitely engaging with the help that wants to be there for you. And you can see that in what you don't see coming. There's support here, and not only in spirit, but in this friend here too. You also have the card Dance. This is for self-care, letting your body move. Again, 3 friends. Is it you and 2 others? Do you have 3 good friends? Is it your sisters? There's definitely a message there for some of you. We have the card Energy Work, definitely going along with that cleansing. Maybe you'd like to do some meditating on cleansing your chakras, or just doing energy work of any kind, maybe self-Reiki or something. And then in your tea leaf oracle to finish your reading, we have Shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. We've seen sharks in this reading actually because we used the Mermaid Tarot, which I chose because of aquamarine. So a lot of you may have a strong connection to the ocean. But yeah, definitely being mindful of your material gain, your material wealth. And we've got the 4 of Pentacles in the challenge, so saving money and, you know, like only spending where necessary. It might be a challenge, but it's there. So we have the card Bread, period of prosperity and abundance. So you definitely see a change of tide here. And see, I'm using that expression, change of tide, with the ocean, and so maybe you'd like to spend time at the beach. The teapot we saw before. You may befriend someone new, but it could also be in a current friendship that's only getting deeper. We have Kangaroo, unsettled times and the need to plan ahead. We saw that as well with the Knight of Pentacles. She's like making a list, she's getting prepared. And then the month of February, and we've got a windy, gusty storm there too, or a gale. So, you know, February might have been a time for you that sort of led you to this moment, or it could also mean that February, like something may wrap up in February next year. But I felt more inclined it to be like talking about the past February we've just come through, but you'll know. So I'm like, oh, I want to grab one more. Knight of Cups. Ooh. And the Lovers. Ooh. Hanged Man. 6 of Swords. Letting these things go. Is there anything else I need to share with group 2? I don't know why I'm doing this. It just, because obviously I need to. The Page of Cups. This is friendship. This is surprises. This can also be forgiveness and apologies. You may be something that's coming up for you. But I think mostly it's about surprises. Like there's a nice surprise coming your way. That maybe helps you rid yourself of this oil slick, or there's something to do with like reflection here as well, like reflecting on what you've been through, and maybe that, yeah, 6 of Swords again. So like letting that help you release the past. So there's a real strong emphasis on cleansing and letting go, cord cutting, chakra cleansing, aura cleansing, whatever it is you're called to do is going to be really, really beneficial. And just, yeah, disengaging, letting yourself be moved away from where it's painful, and just liberating yourself, like taking your power back, I think as well is pretty strong here with that Queen of Wands at the end of your reading. So that is what I have for you, group 2. Oh, I went a bit over time than normal, but that's okay. I guess it was meant to be said. So yeah, if you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box below. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Bumblebee Jasper. Now, this is not just any Bumblebee Jasper, okay? This Bumblebee Jasper was given to me by a very good friend of mine, but it has little eyeballs. How freaking adorable is that? Like, I just want to attach little wings to it because it's like a little bumblebee, but look at its little eyes. Look at it. Oh, I can't even get over how cute it is. It's a little Bumblebee Jasper. Buzz, coming right at you. All right, okay, settle down. Bumblebee Jasper is a beautiful stone of strength and courage. Good for, you know, remaining optimistic and leaning into your own inner strengths in a situation. So looking on the bright side. It's also a good stone for embracing the unknown, and sort of stepping into change, things that you might be reluctant to move into the change, or releasing, or, you know, having a new start, or whatever that might mean for you, but remaining optimistic. I feel like I just saw a feather drop down. I'm not sure what that is about. Like maybe you're getting signs from your guides, like maybe you're finding feathers on the path, but I just saw a white feather drop. Could be about releasing as well. Anyway, so in your reading, what can see here, we have Virgo, Leo, Gemini, Leo again, and Cancer in your reading, and Libra over there. So those energies might be, oh dear, don't do that to me again, energy you're dealing with, or it might be part of your own chart that's activated. Now, I was actually quite amazed that how many people commented in group 3 that they were falling asleep during that reading because they were so exhausted and tired. And even as I started to pull the cards, I was like, oh man, don't do this to me again. If you were here with us last week in group 3, I just wanted to have my eyes closed for the whole reading. Like, it was just so nice to shut my eyes. And I'm not feeling that as strong yet, but it's definitely there. So maybe some of you got some rest. Thank you. But yeah, those of you that are still feeling very exhausted, do take care of yourself. Try and get a good shut eye in the evenings. You know, turn the phone off early. Let yourself be brought down into relaxation. Nice salt bath would be good. Whatever you can do to just relax that body and get off to sleep at a good time. So yeah, I was actually amazed at how many comments there were from group 3 last week about feeling so tired. It was incredible. I'm like, oh, no wonder. Like, I was like, whew, I did not want to keep my eyes open. But as soon as I got up from the table and went off the gym, I was back to normal and I was fine. So I'm like, yeah, it was definitely them. And then even again today, like I said, I'm like a little bit, so that, right? Anyway. Okay, let's jump into your reading, group 3, with the past energy. And in the past energy we have, the little disclaimer as well. So I've actually been getting a lot of comments lately as well about people that have watched the reading and they've thought, oh, maybe that's not for me this week. And they've gone away and their week has unfolded and everything that was said has actually been right for them. So they've come back and watched again. And a lot of people have been leaving comments lately to say, yeah, like it didn't resonate with me at first, but then this and that happened and here I am. So another little disclaimer that some of this reading is week ahead energy. So if it doesn't resonate, it may just be that it hasn't come to pass yet. And if it really doesn't resonate, then potentially a different pile, or it's not for you this week, and that's okay. So past energy. We have got the King of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords here in the past energy. So first of all, with the King of Pentacles, we see like this is quite a stable energy, somebody who is a provider, somebody who maybe is quite well off financially. They can be someone like he's talking to the neighbor. So it's someone who's like, you know, they're in their life and they're part of the fabric of society, or they're somebody who like enjoys connecting with other people and maybe sharing their craft, or like they're just like that solid good friend or good neighbor. That could be that energy. Now this now also could be somebody who's a little overindulgent as well. It can be lots of different things, the King of Pentacles. It could be your energy, it could be someone you're dealing with, but I do feel like this is somebody else and you're more feeling in the 5 of Pentacles in the past situation. So this could be also someone like, you know, they have a lot of charisma. That can be the case as well. But like, truth be told, maybe it's not all it cracks up to be. That could be the case. Now with this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because it's King of Pentacles. I'm actually feeling really hot all of a sudden. So I don't know if this situation burns you up. Yeah, like really hot. Whew. Lots of, feelings there. Lots of like heat around that situation, like hot in the face. Like, yeah, there's something that you're really burning up over, I would say, or just attached to in a way that's not good for you. This King of Pentacles energy. I don't know, maybe you're overworking. Maybe you were working and you've lost your job and that's very stressful, or this can be a lot of different things and a lot of different ways that the King of Pentacles can show up. But with the 5 of Pentacles next to it, it shows that there's been some sort of loss here of finance, or of status, or of maybe even if this is a relationship, then maybe this person has distanced themselves from you. Could be the other way around, take it how it resonates, but the Five of Pentacles shows that she's a bit left out in the cold and a bit lost and unsure which way to turn. And over here is the Nine of Swords, which is anxiety and really a lot of stress. Bumblebee Jasper is another good crystal for anxiety, relieving anxiety. So the window is shut, but these little fairy helpers want to get in and shoo these bats away, this negative thinking away. So definitely tune into your positive thinking this week if you can. This is past energy, of course, but I can see in the week ahead it's going to support you to like really work hard at clearing away some of the anxieties and negative thoughts you have around this situation, and try your best to sort of take a breath, take a step back, and trust that you are where you're meant to be and things are going to work out as they're supposed to. Yeah, just a lot of heat that was not there prior. I hope it cools off soon, because it's like, it's a lot. And it's more in my face than anywhere else. Like I'm actually feeling quite breathless now. Like this is exhausting. Like, so I'm not sure what you're going through with that. I'll just put it down for a sec. let the hair breathe. Okay, doke. Group 3. Whew, okay. What a thing that is. All right. Feeling quite hot in the hands as well. So, yeah. Oh, I don't even want to be in my own body. This is too stressful. Like that might be part of what you're going through here, and you can sort of see it with the Nine of Swords as well. That this is quite a stressful situation, but the spirit helpers, like, you know, another layer to this message, these little spirit gnomes here on the branch are sort of pointing back towards this area, and she's sort of doubting herself, looking into the past. She can't quite hear because there's earmuffs on. So, you know, maybe it's pointing you towards like finding your own financial stability, or like building your business, or working towards building more security around your life or yourself, within yourself potentially, and away from the stress and negative thinking, which is what she sort of looks towards in this, the way this sits on the table here. Like she's sort of like, I'm not sure, and looking towards the negative thinking, but they're saying, no, go towards stability, go towards stability. All right, so in the week ahead, it is, like I said before, it may not resonate at this time, but later in the week it might come to pass, or already it's not resonating, then it's not for you, as we said. But in this week ahead, it's not an easy one, but you will manage and it will be okay. Starting out the week, we have the Seven of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Eight of Swords. So lots of confusion and uncertainty here with the Seven of Cups. See, she's looking at all these different career options. That could be the case for you, particularly if you've been stood down, or you've lost your job, or you've left your job for whatever reason. You know, you might be looking at new avenues, or thinking about studying or branching out in some way. But this can also be pertaining to any other situation in life where you're just not sure how to handle this situation. You could go this way, you could go that way, you could take this opportunity, you could do this, but it's just, you're not sure what to do. And there's a real sense of competition, quite literally, because they're on a podium here with the Five of Swords. You might be feeling like you're competing against someone else, or even like the world. With the Eight of Swords here as well, like there's a lot of self-imposed imprisonment here. There's a lot of like mental entrapment and stress. So it's not the easiest week. And you've got just above that the card Take a Breath. So like that's a stronger card to fan myself with too. So maybe take a breath. Cooling off from a situation, not being obsessive in your thoughts, and like sort of releasing that overthinking and feeling really trapped, or doing whatever you can to bring yourself out of the mind and into the body. A nice salt bath, or a dance, or a walk in nature, really connecting with the trees, trusting if you're walking amongst the trees that they can take what you're carrying. Just like they take the carbon dioxide, they're also going to take the other energetic things that you're carrying. And my eyes are starting to go already, like, get some sleep, group 3, get some rest, unplug from the situation as much as you can, as much as possible. So there is a hollow victory in the Five of Swords. So like when we see this card, it can mean that maybe, you know, you had a victory moment, but it didn't feel like that. Like you may feel like the whole thing was just not worth it, or something was not worth it. As you progress into the week ahead, we have got the Page of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Hermit. Just saw 1111 there. So the Page of Swords after the Eight of Swords, I feel like you find it hard to drop something because this is more inquisitive energy, trying to figure things out, leaving no stone unturned. You may also be, this is like the spying card or stalking card, so you may have someone watching over your energy, or you might be watching over a situation or a person very closely yourself. And you know, you may be finding there's a lot of stress and grief around that situation with the Five of Cups being there. There's a lot, like you and another person I'm feeling are both stressed out about this situation. It could be more than two people involved. I'm getting real tired at this point, so to go through the week I think you might really need to be careful of like getting enough rest and looking after your body. Gosh, going through it, group 3, absolutely going through it. And now I've got a massive stomach cramp just rolling in as well, so maybe there's a lot of, you know, physiological symptoms for your stress. You know, a heat pack would be nice. All right, a cup of tea. Oh, that's actually interesting. You've got the card drink tea. Yeah, definitely a cup of tea. Something that's good for digestion might be really nice. Like I said, I like to have licorice root, but it's actually over there in the cup with no hot water in it because I boiled the kettle and then I forgot, and here I am. So it can wait till after. So anyway, you've got the Hermit card later in your week, and you've also got the Four of Swords. So you're definitely needing to get rest and look after yourself. And I think you surrender into that later in the week after maybe going through a little bit of overthinking and a release of your emotions. The Five of Cups is a card of grief. You know, I feel like, yeah, it's definitely time to lean into your strengths and your own inner resources here to maybe make some sort of vibrational shift in the way you view things, change the way you look at things. It'll change the world that you experience. What is it? Change the way you look at things. The things that you look at will change. It's true. There's really fun ways to practice that and see that it's true. But yeah, you are definitely needing to turn to your own inner dialogue for those answers and shifting any of that inner dialogue that doesn't serve you. That's very important this week. And underneath that, I'm just going to pull it up, above that, sorry, is nourish your temple. So definitely what you're intaking this week is important, that you really nourish your gut health and your mind. So thinking about certain foods that are going to help stimulate perhaps serotonin, or just really healthy foods. Leafy greens, all of those things are going to be important. No processed foods, or very limited processed foods. It's going to be important for you. And like I said, those teas, herbal teas, so many health benefits from herbal teas. Taking a bath, being gentle with your emotions, trying not to overthink, coming into your body, all of these things are really important this week. So what have we got in the challenge? The Four of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands. So pessimism is the Four of Cups, focusing on what isn't working out, but failure to see that there's actually an opportunity in amongst all of this. Another one of your challenges is arguments and conflict, maybe conflict with family, or maybe it's conflict at work. June 21st is circled on the calendar here. That may be relevant for you. We've also got the Nine of Wands, just that utter exhaustion. That's what that's all about. It's, and even as I touch on it, I just want to close my eyes again. All right, sorry, group 3. Yeah, like I want to say it's not you, it's me, but like chances are it's you guys, especially after reading the comments from last week. That was quite amazing. So here we have, with the Nine of Wands, definitely feeling a little bit guarded in this situation, not really wanting to deal with it, not really wanting to deal with people's conflict and drama, but just like somebody who maybe is very immature as well. Yeah, I think you have to watch someone or be careful of someone. You might be keeping your eye on someone who's a bit selfish or immature, or just unpredictable as well, potentially. Now, what will help with the challenge? This is positive. We have got the Strength, the Lovers, the Sun, and the Seven of Pentacles. Getting a bit of sunshine, grounding yourself in nature, nice healthy eating with the apples, a bit of exercise, going for a run. But this is also kind of overcoming challenge through leaning into your own strengths, making decisions to commit to positivity, and also being in something for the long haul, because there's the Seven of Pentacles as a card of a timing card, a card of investment. and showing up and doing the work even though you're not going to see the results straight away. So no instant gratification for right now is going to be important, that you think long term. These are all major arcana as well, so trust that the things you invest in right now are actually divinely guided and supported, especially with regards to this commitment. You may be literally selling a house or moving house, but there's a real need to commit to positivity and growth and thinking long term. Even underlying energy for this reading is the Magician. So this is about manifesting and utilizing all of the resources that you have at your fingertips, because the Magician has got all of those resources within them and around them. So you realize that and utilize it. Your skills, your talents, your intellect. So what you don't see coming is a bit tricky. We've got the 10 of Wands first of all. So what you don't see coming is perhaps like just maybe a continuum of this heavy burden you're already feeling you're carrying. Lots of maybe added responsibilities or something coming your way, or a situation that just feels really heavy. We have the 2 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the Chariot as well. So you may be dealing with people or a person who's shifty or shady. They could be being dodgy with paperwork here, as we see in the picture. Up to no good, somebody potentially. What you don't see coming is your ability to navigate this, though. It's the challenge with the Chariot being here. It's like your ability to make choices to handle a situation, because the Chariot is someone who's been through challenge, but they're more confident now to handle it than ever before. So although the situation may be a little bit confusing at times, and with the 2 of Swords, you're pulled between your head and your heart, you don't know what to think, you don't know what to choose, you may be surprised by some dishonesty, but you're going to handle it and navigate it with more confidence than ever before. Now, in the area of outcome for the tarot, you have the 10 of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands. Now, I like this 10 of Swords for you because it's all about the Phoenix rising. It's not the other 10 of Swords that group 1 and 2 got this week, where there's stab wounds everywhere and somebody is dead. This is more about you transforming from a situation that you've had to end or leave behind. Now, with the King and Queen of Wands next to each other, this can be your energy, of course, but it could also be like a divine union, something that might be off in your future. This is like an outcome this ending brings you to. But it's also a feminine here and 2 feminines here in both cards. So like, I do actually feel a lot of this is, for a lot of you, this is your own energy, you being your own divine feminine and your own divine masculine, stepping into a role of leadership, taking control, charting your own course, being in charge of maybe groups, but also your own life decisions. We've got the Lovers there, so it definitely shows that like you might be a bit influential in your decisions, or your decisions will impact other people. But there's a very strong energy here with the King and Queen of Wands together. This is divine counterpart energy. You may be also, some of you, leaving behind or have left behind a divine counterpart, and that's something that you're still working on growing. Maybe you're growing separately at this time. That's not for everyone, but you'll know who it's for if it is for you. Definitely see that opportunity there to be growing separately, but still feeling quite connected. But it's best that you don't reach out to that person, and vice versa right now, if that's for you. Leaving it where it lies and just keep on going. For some of you, this is like definitely like something future coming in for you after having gone through the ending, gone through a transformation. You can see yourself like magnetizing the right person your way. So in the area of oracle cards, we have 2 cards from this deck. One is good fortune and one is new beginnings. So you've definitely got some new beginnings that are very fortunate for you coming in. We'll have a little squiz at the book. If I can keep my eyes open, hey. Oh, right. Okay. Look, I'm drawn to these words straight away, and it's not actually the card. It says someone is thinking of you this very moment, and sending you their loving thoughts and wishes. And everything we think and feel is a broadcast radio. Look, I do feel that for someone here. Like, you may be separated from someone, but you're both feeling it. You're both feeling each other. In fact, in the middle of your week, like, that's them stressed, that's you upset, but you're both looking and spying on each other's energy, whether that's through readings, through your own cards, through your own intuition. There's a strong connection between you and another person here. But it's advised and that neither of you reach out. Spirit doesn't want that for you right now. That's not going to happen, or it shouldn't be happening. You've got your own paths to go on. Obviously that's not for everyone, but you'll know. So anyway, back to the card that was actually for you though. Good fortune soon flows through your life like a great river, and the world begins to feel a bit like an exotic playground. The lady featured on this card represents balance, grace, wisdom, intrigue, and mystery. Boredom will soon be a thing of the past, as each moment brings new and exciting things. Enjoy this time in the knowing that the heavens smiles and showers you with many blessings. Rich, beautiful experiences are in store for you, interwoven in a colourful tapestry of love. Definitely some good blessings coming your way. Maybe a beautiful connection for you here, like we saw in the future. Take what is yours in this reading, leave what is not, because it does look like there's a lot of different types of situations here. A lot of different people watching. New beginnings. An exciting new chapter of your life is about to unfold. So both of these are talking about it's coming very soon. And that's the Chariot as well. Like this could also be this Chariot is like you getting the opportunity to leave behind. Like if you've already been through this shady stuff, you know, this stuff that's left you doubting yourself and uncertain what to do and where to turn and feeling like it's this heavy burden you've had to carry. This Chariot, and what you don't see coming is your ability to move out of that situation. And clearly you're going to. Queen of Pentacles there. King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Wands. There's definitely a strong message around divine counterparts here. So, and the next card's positive future. So yeah, definitely. All right. Through a series of serendipitous events, you're intuitively guided to explore new places, options, and possibilities for your life. You will discover options that you never realized you had. Embrace all that is new and wonderful, and let all that no longer serves you go. The past is behind you. Thank it and lovingly surrender it. Like the seasons of nature, your life is forever flowing and changing, and you are evolving to even greater spheres of love and wisdom. Enjoy the journey and blessing that is coming your way. How nice is that? Yeah, that's probably that other message, like leave the past in the past, something better is coming in for you. Maybe that was like a false, like a karmic relationship, and you're actually moving into something like a more of a soulmate connection. That could be the case for you. You've got the card Take a Breath with Moonstruck. The word moonstruck sounds dreamy and gorgeous, but in fact it means someone who's gone a little crazy. Drawing this card means that you may be becoming obsessive or just going too far with regards to whatever situation it is you're asking about. It's like someone who says they're madly in love. Madly? Is really that a good idea? This card comes with a message to get your feet back on the ground. If you've been a little bit hysterical or histrionic, it's time to pare that back as well. Sorry, I'm just like really, I'm finding it hard to read because I'm like not able to focus on the cards, the words well. Oh dear. I mean, obviously comment below if you're still feeling this tiredness. Anyway, put your feet back on the ground. It's time to pare that back as well. Take a couple of deep breaths. Try to get your situation into perspective. There's nothing to be gained by allowing yourself to be completely and utterly overwhelmed by your emotions. Think of the cycles of the moon. The moon takes a full fortnight to move from new to full. She grows in a little in size every day as she swells to her beautiful full self. So when you draw this card, you too need to allow things to progress at a more appropriate pace. And that's probably you surrendering at the end of the week too, and just really just taking care of yourself, resting, having a meditation session here and there, thinking about things from a different perspective, from a more rested state of mind. Okay, you have the card Gratitude with Pink Rose. Very nice. This card is connected to Gemini. Okay. There's a reason to be thankful, and help is on its way to balance energies. Pink roses will show you that ways to happiness are opening for you, and there will be a reason to be joyful. Something of value is in focus at present. This could be an exchange of a gift, a windfall, or the sale of a large item, or simply discussion around it. And we've got here for sale with that house as well, so there might be a large item for sure. Be careful that you do not interfere where you are not welcome, and be wary of legal deception. And we had the 7 of Swords with paperwork, and it's a bit shifty and it's in the area you don't see coming. So be conscious, be aware of things, be really vigilant this week around that sort of stuff. We've got a Mercury retrograde happening at the time of this recording as well, so you know, just be onto it. Sorry, God. I'm sure when I get to the gym I'll be like, woo, let's do this. All right. You have drink tea, definitely some herbal teas to look after yourself, to nourish that temple. Lots of healthy food. We've got all these green leaves on her, so leafy greens are your friend. Just noticing the heart there as well. So like, I don't know if that's like cardio to help with the vascular system, or yeah, just the swirling of the belly. Maybe it's about your cycle as well, if you're a feminine that's having a cycle. Just looking after yourself during that time and trusting it's a beautiful releasing time. Maybe you're needing some support around your cycle or something. Now you have some tea leaf oracles to finish your reading. Oh my goodness, sorry. Okay, so you have turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Another bird with vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is working against you. We have another winged creature with bat, take care, enemies are working against you. So this is real, like very clear, be careful, set what you don't see coming with the 7 of Swords. Like, you now see it coming because you've got all of this pre-warning, so you can handle this. You've got the card flute with disappointment in a friend or a lover. But then you have the card bridge with successfully overcoming a problem. And is it because you've been pre-warned and you see the outcome, you know, you walk away from something better off. Somebody here is here protecting you from burning yourself. Maybe it's me giving you this message right now. But it leads you to leadership and to be able to chart your own course, and people looking up to you in that situation. And then you also have a message around your career here. So I mean, all of this could be to do with your career. Maybe there's a change of career. Your career is worth focusing on right now. Maybe that's where your energy is needed. 6 of Pentacles. It's benevolence, it's charity. Ace of Swords. So you might be getting a little bit of help around your career, or a bit of clarity there as well. So group 3, I'm going to leave it here and go to sleep. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to... Oh dear. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever yawned that much on a YouTube reading. I don't think I've ever even yawned before. Like last time I was just my eyes, but now I'm like yawning. So it must be continuing on, and you might be just very low of energy. You know, you have in the challenge got the 9 of Wands, which is having low energy. It's feeling defeated. It's not really wanting to deal with it. It's, yeah. Oh God, I'm sorry. All right, that is what I have for you, group 3. I hope that this has resonated with you and given you the comfort, the clarity, or the guidance that you've needed in this situation. If you'd like to book a private reading, you can book that in the description box below. And that being said, I'll speak to you all again next time. Bye, group 3.